Hey, this is official Mr. Tendernism coming to y'all. You know, I just got off the freeway kind of late at night, but I want to know y'all come on my page. Official Mr. Tendernism, Walter Johnson. Yes, sir. Y'all come on down now. I'm the Tendernism original, not nobody else. The original Tendernism. Booyah.
So last month, the internet went crazy when we found out that Mr. Tendernism wasn't the owner of the barbecue restaurant out in California. We found out that it was a white man that owned everything, and he was reaping all the benefits from the proceeds of the restaurant that Mr. Tendernism made famous. Right? You know, we saw him online, you know, the meat falling off the bone. It looked real seasoned, real good. It was looking real good. And everybody wanted to go over there to be a part of it. Everybody wanted to know what Mr. Tenderism was about. And then people start going out and people start doing research and found out that, he wasn't the owner. We all remember when Keith Lee tried to leave that $4,000 and the security, they stopped him from doing it, right? And Mr. Tendernism didn't even know that Keith Lee wanted to leave that cheese, right? So then all hell broke loose. And, the internet went ablaze. Everybody started talking about it.
Business has been huge and is very visible to a lot of people. But then at the end of the day, it shortchanges so many other people who built this business, including this guy, who when I met him had absolutely zero.
People thought the worst part was that Unc wasn't the restaurant owner. It wasn't. The real outrage is that the term Tendernism was trademarked by the restaurant owner. What we are witnessing is an old black man being used as a mascot for another man, white man's restaurant. And let's be honest, after seeing all those viral videos of the meat falling off the bone, anybody would want to try it. It was Tendernism that made this restaurant explode online. People come to see him. Keith Lee came to see him. The viral fame, the business, the buzz that came from Unc, not the owner. But when Keith tried to leave a $4,000 tip, security stopped him, saying Unc was too busy. What made people even angrier was the owner's response afterward.
If I would have known he was here, I would have probably asked Edie to stop for a few seconds so we could go over there. That's what I would have done.
The way the owner speaks and Unc's energy just makes the whole thing feel uncomfortable. And ever since then, the owner has been showing up in every Tendernism video. Now, the restaurant is getting canceled, with people saying the owner mistreated Unc, and he doesn't get paid for all the popularity he's brought to the place. What's your take on all of this?
Now, what happened was he started seeing the shine that Mr. Tendernism was getting. And all of a sudden, he want to be in all the videos now. He want to come in and take the shine from Mr. Tendernism because he understood all the crooked stuff that he was doing behind the scenes. And he said, I got to get out in front of this. Now, mind you, when you watch that video, he said he got his arm around him. He said, when I met this man, he had nothing, right? Slow down, take out all the emotions, pay attention to people. You'll catch him. When I met this man, he had squat-tie, nothing. So, and basically saying you could have spread that money out to everybody, not just him. But people ain't coming to see everybody. They not coming to see you, Otis. They coming to see Mr. Tendernism, because Mr. Tendernism is the one that brought the attention to the place, right? Mr. Tendernism is the reason why the place is crowded. But again, this owner doesn't have any respect for him because he you can see his. I don't know if this old man was an old drunk. I don't know what he was that just knew how to cook. But you can clearly see that he's using this man for what he can use him for, right? But this is the mentality of this white man.
Up to me today, and she stopped me. I was at the soda machine, and she's like, "How does it feel to change the world?" And I kind of knew what she meant, but I was a little bit struck at first. And then I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "I see everything that's going on inside here, and it's a beautiful thing." And what she meant was, when you go inside this place, which we're going to do right now, you're going to see everybody in the.
I told y'all, this man wants to be the social media star. He wants to be the star. He wants to be the one that gets all the attention. That's why he's jealous of Tendernism. He wants to be the face of the restaurant on social media. He's jealous to be the face of the restaurant on social media. He's jealous of the fact that OG's getting all the attention, even though he benefits from it. And everything that OG gets goes right back to him because he's the owner of the restaurant. None of that matters to him because he wants to be the star. And if y'all still don't believe me, look what he got OG doing.
Mark. All right.
put OG behind the camera so he could record him, letting him know, hey, you got to stay in line, my boy. It's my restaurant.
So after he did his video with Willie D Live, people start looking into the trademarks and who owned the name Tenderism, right? And we start finding out some, man, listen, we've seen these bad business practices for years, especially when it comes to us dealing with this W man, right? We've seen this stuff, right? So some lawyers did some uncovering. We found out that name was trademarked by the owner and another lawyer, right? Not Mr. Tendernism himself. So he was already, they already owned the name. So if things ever went sour, they could just get rid of it, right? Y'all don't believe me? Y'all remember this?
Restaurant, Destination Smokehouse. But when you check the trademark records, there's a separate company called Diamond Smokehouse who filed subsequent trademarks after attorney Kenneth Harris. And so inquiring minds are probably thinking, well, who is Diamond Smokehouse? Because the white boy we see on TikTok with Mr. Walt, Mr. Tendernism, his company is called Destination Smokehouse. But you know, we do thorough research around here. So let's figure out who owns Diamond Smokehouse. Now, when I did my research on the California Secretary of State site, when you search Diamond Smokehouse, the owner, as you can see below, is Nicholas Yapriman. Okay. Now let's go search for Destination Smokehouse and see, is it the same owner? All right. So when you pull the formal paperwork for Destination Smokehouse, you can see the name at the top. In the section that says officers, you see the same name, Nicholas Yapirian. So we conclude that Diamond Smokehouse, who filed the trademark for Tendonism, is owned by Nicholas, who also owns Destination Smokehouse. Now, there are some statements going around on social media that, hey, Mr. Tendonism actually is a business owner with Nicholas, and he owns a portion of Destination Smokehouse. As we can see from the official paperwork, that is not true. Walt, Mr. Tendonism, he's not listed on any of the formal paperwork. The only way he would have an ownership interest in the company is if they transferred ownership shares of the corporation to him.
So this is the crazy part. We found out that Mr. Tenderism was fired by that white man, right? And they told him if he used the name, they're going to sue him. He's no longer in California. He's now in Texas. And he has this rapper from Texas, Cartel Bo. And he's been confiding in this dude, Cartel Bo, and telling him everything that happened. Now, mind you, they're helping him get the restaurant, the building, the truck, and everything. And you know, Cartel Bo, he's been posting conversations back and forth that he was having with Mr. Tenderism. So we ain't stupid. We all saw this happening, right? We all saw this happening. So, you know, they've been having conversations behind the scenes, and he's been letting him know, you know, like what actually went down and what happened.
Hey, man, Texas Tendernism is in full effect, man. Them people did my boy wrong, man. They did our favorite uncle wrong as hell, bruh. But we not worried about none of that, man, because we already bought the building. We got it down here. We got the barbecue truck down here. So it's connected. However you want to do it. If you want to travel or he want to work straight out his restaurant, he can do it. You know, we've been on the phone. It's really happening, man. Them people did my man's wrong, bro. They exploited him. They exploited our uncle, man. They exploited him, man. They used him, man. These racist ass white people use to the fullest of what they can get out of him. And the second he stepped away, because he was doing it out the heart, out the loyalty, they trademarked the word Tendernism, fired him, and told him if he can't use it no more, we gonna sue him. So we breaking all that. That's dead. We done already trademarked another way to say Tenderism. He good. We give him his own restaurant. He ain't got to pay for nothing. We coming out of pocket for everything. All we ask y'all to do is, man, bless Unc Gang, man. Go send a couple dollars to Unc, man. Y'all already know what time it is. Let's get Unc going.
So Cartel Bo is working with this guy in Texas. Now, mind you, they took everything from him and just kicked him out. Now, we know that was a struggling business out there in California. But that black magic came on. He came on there with that seasoning salt, man, and sprinkled some of that seasoning on that restaurant, and it blew up everywhere. They always use us and use our talent. That's why a lot of our people got to get more business savvy, and we got to do things together, man. So Cartel Bo, he posted on Instagram, he said, "This racist piece of crap used our favorite uncle for all his hard work, exposed the social media market, and stole all financial blessings that famous celebrities all over the world came and gave to Mr. Walter Johnson and the money for themselves. Trademark his Tenderism brand and fired him. This is what we need to be fighting. We let every race but our own profit and use and abuse our culture, our drip, and our hard work. And racist, colonizing piece of crap like Destination Smokehouse steal all the profit, keeping us down and never being able to get our head above water. As a black man and a businessman, I'm very offended after all the success he brought to the table, and I'm willing to purchase this man an entire restaurant. Y'all know how I move, and I own 5 businesses, and I don't do much talking. Have Unc get up with me and tag him, right? So he's saying that he's willing to work with Unc, and he's bringing up something that we often talk about, being taken advantage of by these people, right? He says any negative comment getting blocked. Official Tenderism. Next stop, Houston. We gotta do for our own people before we expect respect from others. Tenderism. We can't let go out like that. And and this is the thing I agree with, and I applaud this brother, man, for stepping out. So then he came out and he was showing receipts. He was showing receipts of him talking back and forth with send me a number and let's connect. We'll call a little later today. Thank you for thinking of me. Definitely, you got help. You got help here. We don't want nothing. It's all love. It's only one tendernism, right? So he's showing the receipts of him having conversations with and then he put at Destination Smokehouse, take every post of off your page. We gonna flag your page. So now he's bringing all the smoke to Destination Smokehouse because they was doing wrong, man. But they've been doing this kind of stuff because, as I said, these people don't have to respect us because they feel like we don't respect ourselves, right? So then on his GoFundMe, Walter, also known as Mr. Tenderism, is a beloved figure in the California food scene. In 2020, he partnered with a small coffee shop, bringing his signature gumbo and barbecue vision to life. As it evolved into Destination Smokehouse, Walter's larger-than-life personality quickly became the heart of the brand. In viral videos, he'd lift a rib bone, watch the meat fall clean away, toss his glasses, and shout his now famous phrase. That's tendernism, right? Millions follow as Unc delivered unforgettable reactions. Lines stretched around the block, and celebrities stopped and to witness the magic. When Unc's food critic Keith Lee visited, national attention surged, and many were surprised to learn Walter was the face of the restaurant. Not the owner, igniting conversations about viral fame and ownership. Soon after the spotlight intensified, Walter was ultimately fired from the restaurant he helped make famous. Man, this thing is crazy. And it says, but Walter's story doesn't end there. He's launching his own food truck where he'll showcase his signature barbecue and soul food creation, giving fans authentic flavors and larger-than-life energy they fell in love with. He'll also travel city to city, reviewing small, locally owned barbecue and soul food restaurants, spotlighting hidden gems, driving foot traffic, and helping hardworking entrepreneurs grow their business. More than food. Man, listen, this thing gets real crazy, man. Shout out to Unc, man. This is a lesson that we can learn when we talking about this foundational Black Americans and FBA, and we got to stand up for our own. This is one of the reasons why we got to stand up for our own. Remember out there, I always tell you, you teach people how to treat you. You can't expect these W folks to come in and treat you kindly. No, this thing is business. He said he is city slicker from New York. That's what that W man said. But this is a wake-up call for us all, man. Shout out to Mr. Tendernism. Shout out to that rapper from Houston, man. But you guys let me know what y'all think. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.